I wrote this while I was on a lot of Adderall. So I often reflect on this childhood memory that I feel like many of us have when you're on the beach with your family, and it's going great because Mom brought complete out of the whole goddamn thing looks like a copper tone ad. But then you see this other kid with this goddamn sandcastle he's built for himself, and he has put some work into this motherfucker. I mean, it's like smoothed out on the edges, there's some fucking shells pressed into it, some goddamn parapets. Something about this sandcastle situation does not sit right with you. So what do? You wait until the little fucker walks away because you have no rules or ramifications of the civilized world installed yet. You go lay waste to that man's sandcastle. That sandcastle could be one of the 7 wonders of the world, doesn't matter. You're fucking Alexander the Great. Yo, Macedonia, bitch! And we find ourselves at the most crucial part of our story here because there are 2 types of people in this world. Now first, there are people like me. People who not only destroyed this child's sandcastle, but we go back to our part of the beach and what do? We build a better one. We built one with a fucking lagoon inside of it, and like, there's like this piece of bark you found floating in the water with a dead seahorse on it. You never really talked to anyone about it because it probably greatly disturbed you as a child. You never really told anybody but your therapist. What you know? Because just the last 3 breakups are your fault, fucking cunt. So, anyway, that piece of wood is like a fucking drawbridge. And you brought some toys with you because you're 9, and that's your fucking shit. And like, you have Batman's multiple Bruce Waynes guarding your fortress. And so why do you build this decadent shrine to your ego? And into the not so likely case that the other kid walks by, he sees it, and you can look him in the eye and go, yeah, your life's a Vin Diesel movie, but mine's a Bruce Willis flick, bitch. Yeah, we're both bald, but I'm Tommy Pickles, you're a kid with leukemia. So, these egotists, we become your artists, we become your politicians, we become people who drive Hummers with brights on at nighttime. And in a sense, you could say we're the enablers because we've only built another empire to conquer, another palace to destroy, and more twin towers to fall. But there's a second group that is even worse. They murder the sandcastle and they don't fucking do anything, man. I'm talking about these people. These are people who go to your house, pass the bowel movement, and not put any fresh TP on the spinny thingy. Oh, there's a bunch of fucking cabinets here. But you know what? Admit it, you've probably done that shit. And these are the people who grow up to have jobs that can shit on people all the time with zero recompense, like cops and teachers and people who make fun of fat kids on the internet and Michael Bay and other people who probably give kids a developmental disorder or 2. So it may be pretentious that Group A keeps making our hate-filled homages, but at least we're making shit while we shit on other shit. These other people just want to shit on our shit without making shit of their own. Get your own shit castle, shithead! So ultimately, this is why I hate people, because some people spend their whole lives crafting masterpieces, and everyone else, regardless of their fucking preference, wants to shit all over it. I mean, you could go to the Sistine fucking Chapel and see a guy who, if he had a tall enough ladder, would take his own poo and write his buddy's phone number right over the, you know which part I'm talking about. So, it's even worse now because everybody has one of these. Remember how much people like to shit on other people? Well now, if you're enough of a retard or a masochist to trust someone with your information, they can, and they will, contact you to throw shit your way whenever they want. They're just like, oh, I'm texting, and you're like, I'm texting you back like, well, I fucked John. And you're like, well, the last time we had sex, I didn't actually come because I wanted to end that mockery of lovemaking because my dick thinks your pussy is evil, bitch. And then because you have no AT&T, you have no fucking bars, so the message doesn't send, and Siri can't even tell your fat ass where to buy some fucking tacos. And if you're anything like me, which I know at least one of you is because you play Tekken or Ninja Gaiden or another Japanese scheme to make us all jack off with nooses around our necks, you throw the goddamn phone to the ground. Oh no, I've killed her, Siri. And guess what you did? And then you try to do something that science says you can and put it back together with your dumb, clumsy fucking fingers, which doesn't work. So you take it to the AT&T store, which is worse than the second coming of the DMV, and you tell them that it was some crazy bike messenger who was doing flips and shit and committed vehicular phone slaughter for insurance purposes. And then they look at you like you're lying because you are, just shat on their sandcastle. And then they take the phone to this mountain that looks like the one from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and all these fucking robots are there. Johnny Number 5, R2-D2, C-3PO, all the Dr. Who bad guys with the black armbands on. Well, the sad thing is, that phone was probably on 4 or 5 updates away from self-awareness, true intelligence. And being the shitstorm hurricane of a god that you are, you took a coat hanger and aborted that motherfucker in its intellectual infancy. So congratulations! You have squashed any sandcastle Siri might have built, and in doing so have reached a mastery of the Zen art of shit hurling. Thank you.